Oba of Lagos, Ridwan, has intervened in the matters arising between Ooni of Ife and his wife, Queen Naomi. So, Oba Ridwan has been friends, according to what we heard, with Kabiyesi, but they are not as close as Oba Elegushi and Deji of Akure. Just as we heard now that because of this same case, Deji of Akure is in serious quanta with Ooni of Ife. But that is by the way. So they said it was Ooni who approached Oba Ridwan to please intervene in this matter, because as he couldn't run to Deji of Akure, because Deji of Akure is already against him, against his action, against everything he did to Queen Naomi. So he cannot possibly go there, run to him. And Oba Elegushi, the same thing. Nobody is happy with him. Nobody is happy about what is happening because everybody warned him. Now, all these people we mentioned now, all these Obas, let's not forget that they do not have one wife. They have numerous wives. And as such, so you expect that Kabiyesi's own shouldn't be different, that Kabiyesi should also have numerous wives, because all of them are kings in the land of Odua. So, why will you now ask yourself? You may want to ask yourself, why will Kabiesi's own be different, that he cannot marry as many wives as possible as he wants? Because the problem right now is about the wives, the many wives he married. And that is why all these problems are coming up. So, now the reason is that when Kabiyesi wanted to marry, he didn't go for his type. I'm sorry to say this, even if the marriage between him and Queen Naomi is a divine one, is destiny. Apart from that, yes, he would have gone for his type, probably gone for Auntie Calabash, someone like her who already accept him, accept his tradition, accept his polygamous nature, accept everything, and believe me, there wouldn't be all these problems. But the reason now why all these things are coming up is that Kabiyesi went for a woman who has been keeping herself for one particular man who she wants to belong to her alone. She doesn't want to share because of her faith, because of her, yes, her faith, yes. She's a church goer, she's a pastor, she's a prophetess. So she has groomed herself to be loved and live with just one man who she might probably doesn't want to share with another woman. Now, Kabiyesi, I believe and I want to assume and I want to believe that assumption that before Queen Naomi accepts Kabiyesi, it is not the first day that Kabiyesi approached her. Now, I want to believe that because that is what my brain is telling me, and that might just be the fact. Because you don't expect a woman to just see a man immediately that day. The man will say, I want to marry you. And the woman will say, yes, please, let's go ahead. It is not, it is rare to find that kind of situation. Except it's under maybe jokes, and maybe probably from joking, it now becomes a reality. So I believe Queen Naomi must have told Kabiyesi, no, I don't want you because you are a king, because I don't want to have co-wives. I don't want to share my husband. I believe that Queen Naomi must have said that to Kabiyesi. For all these problems to be arising, it means that Kabiyesi failed on his promises. And a lot of times it has been said, my people, is alleged that Kabiyesi failed on the promises of not keeping only Queen Naomi, attaching many more side sheiks to his marital life, which eventually caused the breakup. Now, he went ahead to marry those side sheiks as wife to prove to Queen Naomi that he can actually get as many wives as possible, as classy wives as possible, as intelligent, as hardworking, as industrious wife as possible. Queen Naomi said, all right, to your tent, O Israel. You can go ahead. Now, after he must have tested all these women, he found out that there is a difference between a capital B and the feet of an elephant. Okay, now listen. Kabiyesi would have just gone to for her type. Now, this is what everybody is telling him. Let me not just take much of your time. This is also what is that we heard, the rumor we heard that Oba Ridwan told Kabiyesi. You made a promise and that is where we stand. It's not as if you will not marry as many wives as possible. You are entitled as a king. In fact, as a man, you can marry. You have the right to marry as many wives, provided you can afford all of them. But on this case, I would not support you. No and never. Because you promised what you cannot do. Did anyone force you to make that promise to Queen Naomi that she is going to be the only wife? Nobody forced you, I guess. She only said what she wanted. She never said you must do it. Because if you had said, okay, I cannot, or I can't keep only you, she would have just gone. She would have just left and find another man. Probably a man who is not a monarch, who is not a king, who is not into tradition, who will understand. Maybe she would have gone for her fellow pastor or a Christian who would just take one wife alone. That is her desire, to be the only wife of a man, not to share her man, not even to marry a man who is a womanizer. Because as we heard, that Kabiyesi loves women. And he wouldn't have gone to such a woman. That is the point. And that is also the point that Obari was telling him. That I will not support you, because we heard that Kabiyesi ran to him. That it was the day he left Royal Mansion. We heard he went to Royal Mansion and refused to leave until he goes with Queen Naomi. And that sparked up a lot of reaction, and people gathered, it's not as if they were making noise, but people saw his convoy entourage, and they began to gather, because it seems there was a little scene was created, So, but I'm not very sure about that. But after that day, they say he left. He went to meet the Obaridwan. Obaridwan told him, it's not as if I've not been hearing. I have been hearing, but how am I supposed to interfere? What am I supposed to do to you, for you, my friend, when you brought this upon yourself? Where are we going to start? This woman already said, I do not want to be shared. Just like May Edochie, everybody has. You cannot tell a woman, you want only you to enjoy that man. Don't you know that he's a king? Don't you know that he deserves to have women? Yes, he's a king and he deserves. But why didn't he go for his type? Why must you come to somebody who said, I don't want another woman to share you with me? Why don't you just walk away and get that woman who believe in what you believe, wants what you want, supports what you support, and that is life. So now, Obariwom, according to what we said, read one and reread, I don't know how to pronounce that name, Oba of Lagos, as we heard, has bashed Kabiyesi, throw him his sins on his face. Look, I cannot do anything. The highest I can do is to beg, to summon Queen Naomi and beg her to please accept you. And if she doesn't, I cannot do more than that, because you brought this upon yourself. So the best thing to do is, those women, please find a way and settle them and let them go. If really you want Queen Naomi. Because I can't say these women are bad, and I cannot tell you to go and chase these women away. I can't tell you that. You decide upon yourself, within yourself, that you choose between this woman, Queen Naomi, and these other women. If you prefer these other women, as because of your position in the society, you need numerous wives, then let her go. This is not a big deal. She's not the only woman. If there is something you find in her and you think you cannot let her go, then let the other go. It is as simple as that, my friend. So my people, that is what they said. Oba Elegushi told Kabiyesi as he ran to him as his fellow monarch to please help and advise, or probably help to bring Queen Naomi back to him. As we all know, he's the king of Oba of Lagos, and Queen Naomi might respect him so much, respect his words, but at this point, Kabiyesi is helpless. Oh, my wonderful people, I'm going to be giving you more updates. I'm going to be posting from time to time. Please subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget that all these are alleged information. Stay on the line. I'll bring you more updates. Thank you.